10 seconds. Okay, alright guys and girls, welcome back to another episode into my series. Now it's an interesting story for you today, right? Obviously, we know that food shortages at the moment is actually upon us. I went to Sainsbury's yesterday, and for Sainsbury's itself, right? I went to go and get some toilet paper. So obviously we could wipe our own asses with it. Then that's what toilet paper is all for. But when I went to Sainsbury's to look on the shelves, and the shelves as well, not just like the shelves there, they've got food shortages there as well. It's to do with the is it HGV? I think it's called. Something to do. Right, the guy I was speaking to, they were saying something about the trucks. People been pinned basically, due to the COVID stuff, so they had to isolate. HG, I think it's HGV. Right, so HDV fast track won't stop UK food shortages, industry warns. So we've got basically slowly we're getting a food shortage. Supermarket, and so I was reading something about it just earlier today. COVID supermarkets say shortages are not widespread at the moment. So obviously at the moment, shortages sees empty aisles and shops closing. So some of the supermarkets and stores and aisles and shops are closing because of it. What the hell? This is on Wales. Live updates of supermarket food shortages caused by pandemic. Brexit and lorry driver shortages see empty aisles and shops closing. Obviously, right, it's to do with both things. It's to do with where they're being pinned by the NHS. A lot of people have actually taken it all off the actual app off their phones and stuff because they say it's a bit of a piss take, but because it's pinning them and then they have to isolate and all this stuff. Is it a good thing, this app, or is it a bad thing? Let us know in the comments below, guys. I guess I would love to hear to you, but obviously, and also, right, what really is interesting is the fact, right, obviously we get pinned, or people pinned. I haven't got the NHS app on there. I didn't need to put it on there myself because I'm hardly near anybody, and if I see anybody coming close to me or anything, I try and sort of like keep my mask on at all times, even though we're back to normal, supposed to be getting back to normal, to do with COVID shit going on, and people say, well, you can have a choice now whether to put the mask on or take it off, even though supermarkets themselves are actually saying to people, if you can, please keep it on, keep the mask on just to save people and protect them and all that. Even though people have been jabbed twice already. So you think, okay, if you've been jabbed twice, then surely you're protected. And you're actually going to protect others because you shouldn't be giving that virus to them if you've actually been jabbed. Or is there something they're not being telling us about? And also, there is, right, and what really annoys me as well, we're going towards a cashless society. Everyone's using cash cards or debit cards, cards and visas and all this kind of stuff, and Delta and Electrons and all this kind of stuff, or American Express if you're in America and all that. I don't think the American Express is just so American though. I think it's UK as well because us UK people use it as well in England. But I find as we go slowly towards that cashless society, and we phase out cash completely, and we don't have like the money on us, and we have to use our credit cards and debit cards or go to the machines and all that, Now, what really annoys me is the fact that what happens if they end up having a blackout completely and you can't get to the banks, or you can't take money out of the banks, you can't pay your bills, you can't get food because you need the money, you need to use your card, and then suddenly all these websites get taken down or something. And anyway, so coming towards that, I saw something interesting today, which was actually really interesting. Where is it? What's it called? Banks down. So at the moment, there's banks have been so apparently there's outages. PlayStation, Amazon, online banks all down as a major internet outage hits users. Also, I believe that this is not just in the UK; it's globally, I believe, but don't hold me to that. Bank brokerages, PSNs, the Steam store, and more went down in a massive internet outage. I don't know if this is for everybody or if this is globally. Actually, by the looks of it, so Tesco's Bank alongside the PlayStation Network, Airbnb and Waitrose, as well as ITV and TSB British Airways was also down in all of this. So basically, this is actually really worrying. And UPS, also known were Amazon, UPS, FedEx, HBO, several 9/11 emergency services across the US as well. What appeared to be a server outage was fixed within 25 minutes as a provider of Akami stated they've implemented a fix for this issue. But then is, right, obviously, if they've fixed this, right, and at some point maybe something happens permanently and you can't get any money at your bank or you can't access the account or whatever due to technical difficulties, then what happens? But also I want to sort of do another talk as well while I'm doing this video here quickly. Now, we've got this thing coming in September to do with nightclubs where you'll have to have proof of you being vaccinated. Now, obviously, this is going to hit a younger generation of kids or young lads who go there in their 20s and 30s. It's going to hit them worse. I don't go nightclubbing anyway, so I don't really see the point in that. But obviously, a lot of the youngsters who haven't been sort of vaccinated, they're going to be told, sorry mate, we're going to be sort of like, we'll do it this way. And also we've got venues. Do you think it's really going to like just stop there basically? Do you think it's going to stop at nightclubs and pubs and bars? I think at some point around September, to try and pretty much blackmail people into having the vaccines, most likely, right, now it's not a theory or anything, but most likely it probably hit supermarkets the worst as well, and it might actually hit supermarkets that you might have to go in there and be vaccinated, because don't forget, they're not really that sort of there's no really air vents much in there to keep everybody cool. It is quite cool due to the freezers and stuff in the cold aisles. But I think if this does hit the supermarkets as well, then how's people going to afford going to get food? How's people going to feed themselves? And obviously they all have to go online. But there's people who haven't got the internet, who needs the internet and maybe haven't been vaccinated. And also, a woman was in Parliament today about it, and she got thrown out for saying to Boris Johnson he was a liar and all this kind of stuff. Now, truth be told, we don't know what the hell's going on at the moment. all the way up until September. So let's hope it don't hit supermarkets, and if it does, then how are you guys and girls going to cope if you haven't been vaccinated? Are you going to get a vaccine just so you could go into the supermarkets? Just let us know in the comments below. But I find, to be honest, this is kind of a bit of a dirtiness from our government, just to try and actually encourage people to have the vaccines, even if they didn't want it. It should be a choice at the end of the day, whether we should have the vaccines or not have the vaccines. But it should be entirely up to the person, the individual, the adult. I'm an adult myself. I'm in my 30s, and I choose not to have it. It's my preference. It's my body. It's myself if I don't want to put a vaccine in my body. And if it's my choice as well to stay away from other people and not actually associate myself with the other groups or get close to them so I can get COVID in and pass it on to my mum or whatever. And that is my choice to keep away from those people. And it should be everybody's entitled to their choice in this whole sort of pandemic shit. But anyway, let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. I want to hear from you and all that. But stay safe. See you on the next episode. It is Thursday, 22nd of July. And it's 10:40 now. And I'll see you on the next episode.